1-800-449-8255. Welcome to Tuesday, September 26, 2023, 1:09 p.m., baby. Shark-a-doodle-doo show, the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255, where we peruse the news. News peruse. That's a shark-a-doodle-doo. So you're right here. You're ready for the action, baby. January 6th defendant who wanted to arrest the dude. Like if liberals would have raided the Capitol, a bunch of Democrat rioters, there would never have been anything. Nothing. You know, when liberals were rioting in 2020, just burning down Burger King and, Seattle, Portland. And people are like, well, that's for something good, Sharky. It's liberal Democrats rioting. But like when Republicans riot, it's not good. And Sharky's like, well, when they both riot, it's not good. And people are like, no. Democrats have a right to riot because they're poor and stupid. And Republican people should know better. I'm like, I don't know about that right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. But I can guarantee you 100%, had Democrats rioted at the Capitol, let's say Trump would have won and beat Joe Biden. I guarantee you, had a bunch of Democrats rioted on the Capitol, did the exact same thing that the January 6 people did, it would never have, it would have been nothing. Number one, if the Republicans had tried to make it into something, the media would just laugh at it and be like, it's no big deal. It's just a bunch of peaceful protesters. Yeah, it would just go nowhere, you guys. Isn't that weird? Like Democrats can riot, but this guy can't. 1-800-449-8255. Republicans open probe into Biden's energy thing. We all with Hunter Biden, I'll take it a step further. I'll bet you Joe Biden took the money from Hunter Biden and he put it into his campaign. His 2020 election campaign. He probably funded his campaign with illegal monies acquired via Hunter Biden. I wonder if the Republicans are even looking at it from that angle. I bet they aren't. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. Yeah, they're not smart enough or on the ball enough to see that. But Sharky sees it. Secret World War II tunnels to open to public. Dude, you might want to go check out those secret North Vietnam tunnels too. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show. Because it seemed like no matter how much we bombed North Vietnam and, Hanoi, and dude, they were just always in tunnels and shit, 1-800-449-8255. That's like me, Clark the Shark. I'd be in a tunnel too. If they're trying to bomb me, I'd do the same thing. Former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson. Oh, dude, what? 26-year-old tech CEO found dead in Maryland. Tech CEO? Well, dude, that looks weird. I hope she didn't steal the wrong guy's idea at 1-800-449-8255 Shark-a-doodle-doo show. Personal loans have no what? Dude, I want to get one of those loans. No forced fees. Dude, a personal loan with no fees or forced fees or forced fed at 1-800-449-8255. I don't know. I want to get one. Me, Shark-a-doodle-doo. Teen girl body slammed by California cop. But all it says is teen girl body slammed. We don't know if the teen strangled the cop. We don't know if the teen threw a brick at the cop. We don't know if the cop threw a brick at her first. We don't know. It just says teen girl body slammed by California, that cop. I guess, I only see part of the headline right here on the Clark the Shark show. How about unarmed teen girl body slammed by racist Trump voter? That's a juicy headline, huh? LA Times or AOL at 1-800-449-8255. Or how about teen girl body slammed by Clark the Shark? And in parentheses put, who's also racist. Teen girl body slam. Dude, that sounds kind of kinky. I mean, was this girl 18 or older? I mean, teen girl body slammed. Dude. Now, it's a family show, you guys, but I'm getting carried away a little bit here with my imagination on the Clark the Shark show. Teen girl body slammed by that. Cops. We know that. But, we don't know why the teen girl was body slammed, or we don't know who did who, what first, or how, who, he. We don't know. We just see a headline that says, unarmed teen body slammed by racist cop and or Clark the Shark. And in parentheses, it says, they're probably Trump voters. Definitely racist at 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark show. The 9 most flattering sweaters hiding in the... Oh, dude, I hate sweaters. They cover up too much right here on the Clark the Shark show. 1-800-449-8255. Nelson Mandela's 43-year-old granddaughter dies. What? Wait, dude. Yeah, but you know what? We're just being hypnotized. It's a Manchurian Candidate. She didn't really die, but we'll all remember that she died. Or maybe she did die, or we will all forget it now. Remember that? Like the Mandela effect. 1-800-449-8255. Nelson Mandela's 43-year-old granddaughter dies. I don't even know if that's true or if that's just planted subliminal message to make me remember or forget that she died. I might be dead or alive. I don't even know. Clark the Shark, 1-800-449-8255. And she's like, Sharky, you're really dead. You're imagining all this. And I'm like, I don't know about that. No, I swear I'm alive. Like that movie, The Others, I'm like, remember that? Like at the end, Tom Cruise, that Scientology movie, The Others, they're making contact. Well, I'm making contact with Nelson Mandela's 43-year-old granddaughter because I don't even believe she's dead at 1-800-449-8255. I just think it's planted so that we think maybe Nelson Mandela might even be alive right now. We can't remember when he died. We all saw the funeral. I know I did back in 1986. But then they're like, no, Sharky, he died in 2018. And I'm like, what? No. And they're like, yeah, Sharky. Nelson Mandela didn't die in 1986. I'm like, dude, I saw the funeral. It was him and Princess Diana and Elton John, and Axl Rose was playing piano at it. I remember. They're like, nope, it didn't happen, Sharky. You didn't hear it. You didn't see it. You won't see nothing to no one, never in your life. Not a word of it. What you know, Shark, is the truth. Nelson Mandela's 43-year-old granddaughter didn't die, Sharky. She is not dead, Shark. She's alive and well. And actually, she's just hypnotizing you that you're really dead, Sharky. Or maybe Frank Sinatra or Angela Lansbury are hypnotizing me. I don't know. But rule the roads together. Yeah, quit fighting people out there. Road rage. It ain't good. Ted Bundy survivor reveals what saved her. Well, she's like, I didn't get in a car with Ted Bundy, number one. And Ted's like, well, I mean, look at me. I'm a well-dressed man. I would never hurt anyone. She's like, yeah, you would, Ted, and I got away from you at 1-800-449-8255. And he's like, took them 8 years to finally convict and execute me just because I dress well. And I'm like, well, Ted, it didn't work. It doesn't work for Sharky either. When I dress well, nobody's impressed. 1-800-449-8255. Hell's Angels members indicted, dude, for trying to kill Mick Jagger. Mick's like, yeah, please allow Shark to introduce himself. He's a man of wealth and taste. I made damn sure them Hell's Angels, they're gonna get Mick and lay him to waste. Do. Revitalize your computer and bring it back to life. Yeah, clean all the liberal junk out of your brain. Good luck, America. A matter of fact, good luck, world. Revitalize your brain and bring it back by removing Democrat liberalism junk files. They're like, they tell you you're like really a girl, or you're really a guy, or you're really gay, or you're like a gay guy who thinks he's a girl, or a girl guy who thinks he's a gay. Like, dude, I mean, we already got enough people born weird. Democrats are like, we know. Revitalize your computer or your brain, like, and bring it back to life. And Republicans are like, Shark, it's okay to be gay, you know. I'm like, wait, dude, what? Republicans are like, yeah, Sharky, we've changed. We revitalized our brain and we removed you, Sharky, and all that right-wing Catholic Christian stuff you're always peddling. I'm like, wait a minute, we Republicans don't think it's okay to be gay. And they're like, yes, we do, Shark. Matter of fact, you could be transgendered, like gay, revitalize your brain, you know, and be free, Sharky. I'm like, well, like, what if you get a disease or something at 1-800-449-8255? And they're like, that's okay, Sharky. That's okay. Just like it was for the better good. It was for the common betterment of mankind, or like, you know, you're being you. You're being the real you, your real self, Sharky. So revitalize your brain and clean out all that right-wing Republican, Catholic, Protestant, hillbilly country out in Kansas, Alabama, Arkansas. Clean out all that Ku Klux Klan Nazi junk. And I'm like, wait a minute, the Democrats formed the Klan. They're the ones who are racist and socialist. And they're like, no, Sharky, you gotta revitalize your brain and clean out that right-wing junk, you know, all that stuff, like, you know, like John Wilkes Booth shot like Lincoln. I'm like, now wait a minute, you guys. John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald were both like leftists. I'm afraid to call them liberal or socialist or Southerners or Democrats, because like somebody at YouTube will be like, they're really called Tranafonitarians, Sharky. You get it right. And I'm like, I just call them leftist assholes at 1-800-449-8255, because I cleared out all the leftist Democrat junk files from my brain. I revitalized it. Matter of fact, I don't even call them leftist or liberal. I just say there's assholes who want to argue and bug people and stand there, keep talking even when you tell them to shut up and leave you alone. You know, Democrats, they just keep fucking standing there. They're just like enlightening you at 1-800-449-8255. Yeah, like you're going to be fucking better because some Democrat is standing there trying to fix you and enlighten you at 1-800-449-8255. And I just pick up a remote and I just am like, this little remote will just clean you out of the room and just clear all you and your junk files that you leave in my brain, Democrat, liberal, or whatever the fuck you're called. I'll just call them fucking douchebags. How's that? I'm not going to call them liberal or left wing or Democrat or socialist or Rhino or Mitt Romney or Liz Cheney or liberal Republican. I'm just going to say, fucking asshole, get the fuck out of my room at 1-800-449-8255. The Clark, the shark, a doodle doodle, shark a llama ding dong from the golden EIB sharkerphone, microphone, whatever you want to call it, right here on Sharky Show, the Wolfman Jack on crack. He's fucking amazing, you guys, I swear to God. New book alleges Trump ex-chief of staff. Well, I don't even need to read that, you guys, because it alleges that Shark did something with no witnesses and no evidence. Nothing. And then the liberal judge and the liberal grand jury from like Fulton County or Detroit will be like, yeah, we don't need evidence, Sharky. We don't need witnesses. We just don't like you and we don't like Trump. And like, you know, we're a grand jury, Sharky, or we're a liberal judge or liberal DA or like a liberal prosecutor, Sharky. We know what we're doing. 1-800-449-8255. Like, who needs evidence, Sharky? As a matter of fact, if there's one fucking piece of evidence, the whole case dies. That's usually what happens with liberals or assholes. I'm sorry, assholes and their cases. You know, dude, I figured it out. They don't want me to say liberal or Democrat. Dude, how's this? Me, Clark the Shark, I'm going to I'm going to take out the word asshole or fucking asshole, and I'm going to put in the word liberal. Okay, so that's just me doing it. I may be wrong in the vernacular, like the correct vocabulary or dictionary or Wikipedia, whatever, dude, but I'm going to call assholes, all assholes, liberals from now on, right here on the Clark the Shark Show, where like a 61-year-old woman dies falling off a 150-foot cliff, and then an alligator got her too. You guys hear about that? The alligator with the human remains in her mouth? Damn, dude. Why didn't somebody film that shit at 1-800-449-8255? I want to see the video. Hell yeah. Hell's Angels members indicted because they made the alligator do it, Sharky. It was a Republican Trump alligator, too. And by the way, the victim was a liberal Democrat. So it was actually a racist alligator, you guys, at 1-800-449-8255. As a matter of fact, it was a racist alligator that was sent by Clark the Shark and Trump, allegedly. There's no witnesses or evidence. There's no proof of any kind. But I swear to God, you guys, it was a fucking racist alligator. And the victim was just some innocent Democrat walking along. And the alligator was like, I'm a Trump alligator and you look tasty. And the lady's like, please don't eat me, alligator. The alligator's like, no, I'm a red-hatted, make America great again, MAGA gator. And she's like, I'm just a little Bo Peep sheep walking along. And alligator's like, I'm a Trump voter, MAGA alligator, and I'm hungry. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. I'm just kidding, you guys. 61-year-old woman dies after falling off a 150-foot cliff. Dude, I don't even know if that's a terrible way to die or a good way to die, or like you're just going to be dead. You won't even remember it. At 1-800-449-8255, Clark the Shark. Woman, teen, girl, and pet dog found dead in New York City. That's because Trump voters did it. And Clark the Shark with a red MAGA hat, make America great again. We did it, you guys. AOL, I swear to God. Woman, teen, girl, and pet found dead in New York City. There's no evidence that Sharky did it. There's no witnesses. Nothing. But we know Sharkadoodle-Doo did it at 1-800-449-8255. Right here on the Sharky Show, you guys. It's like Biden joins picket line with UAW. Oh, yeah. Look at Joe Biden. at the picket line with the UAW. He's polling at like 19% approval. I think your only friends are in the UAW, Joe Biden, at 1-800-449-8255 right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo Show. California dad of 6 who bikes 16 miles to security job. Oh, look at this guy, dude. 6 kids as security guard? Dude, those guys don't make that much. Amazon sued by FTC and 17 states over possible connection to Trump voters. And there's no witnesses that can prove it, but Amazon sued by the FTC and Merrick Garland and Fulton County over allegations that allegedly they're connected to January 6 Trump voters, maybe even Clark the Shark at 1-800-449-8255 right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo Show. Why PR pros are convinced Taylor Swift and Travis. What? Dude, that sounds salacious. Taylor Swift and Travis. I don't even know you guys, but like Taylor Swift's had like 100 boyfriends, never been married. She got no kids. She's 35. She's been going out with guys since she was 8. And not one of the relationships has become a marriage or lasted more than like 8 weeks. But she's had 100 boyfriends. I don't know, maybe 8 months, right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo, Clark the Shark Show. Supreme Court rejects Alabama's bid to use anything, you guys. You know, Judge Roberts probably joined the liberals. Alabama wants voter ID, and they're like, no. Who knows, maybe even Kavanaugh joined the 4 liberals, you know, and it was a 5-4 decision. Like, you want voter ID, we agree with the liberals that there shouldn't be voter ID. I don't even know what it is, but like, they're like, there shouldn't be no voter ID, Sharky. Kavanaugh joins liberals, or maybe Roberts joins the 4 liberals. Yeah, he joins Sotomayor and Kagan. Now, they're real fucking geniuses, huh, Roberts, huh, Kavanaugh. They're like, well, Shark, they're not like you. You're like racist and bad and mean and antisocial. That's why people don't like you. They're like open-minded, Sharky. So Judge Roberts joined the 4 liberals on the U.S. Supreme Court, you know, the SCOTUS, because they're like, we don't want voter ID in Alabama or anywhere. Matter of fact, we want you to be able to just pick up a piece of line paper, just rip it out of the fucking notebook and mail it in. Don't even sign it. It just says Joe Biden on it or Democrat. It's not even a real ballot. You just mail it in. And then some other court is like, yeah, that makes sense. Just mail in a piece of notebook paper. Like, you know, it's not even a real ballot at 1-800-449-8255. In fact, count every ballot. You know, the ones that the guy, you know, and Bethpage, remember that guy, the FedEx driver? He's like, I didn't even vote. And I saw a bunch of like stacks and stacks of ballots that were already filled out and were already voted that I was delivering to Pennsylvania. And people are like, no, you didn't hear it. You didn't see it. You won't say nothing to no one, never in your life, not a word of it. You won't say nothing, Sharky. What you know is the truth. January 6th defendant who wanted to arrest the... Dude, you wanted to arrest like Pelosi? Why? Why do you want to arrest her? She didn't do anything. 1-800-449-8255. Secret World War II tunnels. Dude, we're right back here to tunnels again, where Clark the Shark is going to end up living because the rent is $6,500 a month in San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco. Democrats are like, that's cool, Sharky. You can just live with 9 people, and all of you can chip in to pay the $6,500 a month rent. Matter of fact, Sharky, you can go be a security guard, and 9 security guards can all live together and pay $7,000 a month rent to all live in a studio. You guys all live and sleep in the same bed, because now a studio is $7,000 a month, Sharky, in California, you know, like in Gardena and Torrance and Carlsbad and Oceanside and Vista and San Francisco, Daly City, San Jose. You can get a studio, Sharky, for $8,000 a month. It's got one bed, one toilet. It doesn't even have a real bathroom. It's just a shitter right in the living room, Sharky, at 1-800-449-8255. That's right. It's just a fucking shitter. It's just like prison or jail. You walk in the living room and there's the bed. Your living room is your bedroom. And it's your toilet, and it's your kitchen, and it's your microwave. It's everything, Sharky. Matter of fact, you don't even get an oven. You don't even get a refrigerator, Sharky. You don't even get a microwave. All you get is a toilet and a bed studio in Torrance, and it's only $8,500 a month, Sharky. And you get to share it with 9 people from El Salvador, Sharky. Isn't that cool? Like, 2 guys sleep on the floor, then 2 guys sleep on the foot of the bed floor, then 2 guys sleep on the other side on the carpet, and then 2 guys are in the bed. It's like gay. It's like 8 people all in a studio. It's like an orgy, Sharky. It's going to be fun at 1-800-449-8255. A whole bunch of people from Poland or Ukraine all in a studio that's $8,000 a month. That's a good deal, too. The manager, the lady is all, Clark, my name's Linda. Better yet, my name's Robin. And Clark, that's a good deal. That's about what the price is now. $8,000 a month for a studio in Torrance where 8 people all live together. And we can't fucking figure out why the rent is so high. There's just 8 people all fucking living in a studio, Sharky. Dude, we can't make the connection. People are pouring over the border, coming in, flying in from Poland, Ukraine, Russia, India. They're all coming to get a driver's license because now every state lets just fucking anybody drive, Sharky. Matter of fact, you don't need to like be a citizen. You can work, dude. You can fucking even red states are like, yeah, Sharky. You don't have to be you don't need a social security number. You can just fucking like drive and work, and you can live 9 people in a studio. Isn't that fucking cool, Sharky? All live together, and it's only $10,000 a month, and you're all chipping in. You're all paying it, Sharky. Matter of fact, we even got fucking white people doing this now in Hermosa Beach and Manhattan Beach. We got 8 girls all living together, Sharky. They're all like Taylor Swift, and they're like, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be with a man. That's gross. I'd rather live with 8 women, you know, like, and just date men, or just maybe for 8 weeks or 8 months like Taylor Swift, and then say goodbye. Yeah, you got 8 women all living together in Hermosa Beach in a studio. They're all, matter of fact, dude, they're all fucking sharing the bed together. And Gavin Newsom's like, that's good, Shark. They're roughing it. They're being resourceful. They're making it work, Sharky. You got to get out there and make it work too. And Republicans and Trump are like, yeah, we kind of agree. 8 people all living together in a studio in Hermosa Beach or Torrance is good, Sharky. 1-800-449-8255. That's why when you get out on the boulevard and you're like, dude, you're like, it's all crowded. The street lights, you know, like red, green, you're just sitting at a light forever because every fucking boulevard is crowded with cars for as far as the eye can see. And Gavin Newsom's like, big deal, Sharky. What are you, racist? You don't like the fact that every fucking boulevard and freeway is crowded? And when they're not crowded, it's 1 a.m. and there's a fucking dude driving 200 miles an hour, almost killing you, Sharky. And he doesn't even have insurance because he's from Ukraine, Sharky, or he's from like Poland or Belize. At 1-800-449-8255 on the Clark the Shark Show. I don't even know how they found this 26-year-old tech CEO dead in Maryland, because she lived with 8 fucking people. How the hell was she alone? 26-year-old tech CEO found dead in Maryland. Dude, Maryland's a blue state. You know they got 9 people all living together there, Sharky. At 1-800-449-8255 on the fabulous, amazing Clark the Shark Show. We can't figure out why our rent is $8,000 a month, why everywhere is crowded, why everywhere parking lot is filled with homeless sleeping. Why we can't figure out why there are tents everywhere, homeless everywhere, people coming up to you everywhere saying, dude, you got $5, bro? Like everywhere. 1-800-449-8255. I mean, you give someone a driver's license, right? They're just off the plane from Sumatra or Malaysia, dude, or like Vietnam or Thailand. They just got off the plane at LAX and you're like, here's a driver's license. And they're like, cool, thank you. And they're like, matter of fact, here's a job. And you can do this job for half of what Americans do it for, Sharky. 1-800-449-8255. And if you don't like it, you're a racist, Sharky, at 1-800-449-8255. And I'm like, dude, how can I be racist? I can't even walk outside. Number one, I'll get hit in the head or punched in the head or shot or stabbed if I even fucking try to walk 25 feet down the sidewalk. I can't even walk down the sidewalk because there's people everywhere. There's cars everywhere. There's homeless everywhere. There's robots delivering food everywhere. There's like fucking shit everywhere. At 1-800-449-8255, I'm the fabulous golden EIB fucking talk radio, Sharkadoodle-Doo show, right here on KSFO radio. And they're like, Sharky, we're not going to sign you. There's too much profanity on the Sharky show. Plus, you don't make any sense. Like everything you say, it's just like esoteric, or like you're in your own little world, Sharky. Like no one else sees what you see, Sharky. We don't see it crowded or overpopulated or lots of homeless or tents. We don't see that, Sharky. We're like walking around like, you know, like, you know those three monkeys? Like, I don't see, I don't hear. Like Tommy by The Who. That's how we are, Sharky. Only you seem to see the overcrowding, the homeless, the high rent, tons of cars everywhere going 5 miles an hour. They can't even fucking move. It takes you 45 minutes to get to the bank that's right next door to your apartment, Sharky, because you have to walk, but now you can't even fucking walk because the sidewalk is just as crowded as the boulevard, Sharky. 1-800-449-8255, the Sharkadoodle-Doo show. And I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. Me. They don't listen to me, Sharkadoodle-Doo. I'm like in my own little world, and people are like, yeah, you're in your own little world, Sharky. And I'm like, well, maybe I need a loan from SoFi, personal loans. No forced fees. No forced fees. Or maybe I can be hypnotized by the Mandela effect. It says her 43-year-old granddaughter died, but we're going to find out 20 years from now that that was just a glitch, Sharky. She is alive and well. Matter of fact, she's the prosecutor or like the DA or like this guy behind her is like with the FBI. He's like, Sharky, you don't know what you're saying. And they're like both hypnotizing me. They're like, Sharky, I'm alive. 25 years from now, this is meaningless. I did not die. And my dad didn't die. And as a matter of fact, he's still alive. I'm like, what? Nelson Mandela is still alive? They're like, yeah, Sharky, you weren't listening. I'm like, I saw his funeral. I saw Lady Diana singing and Elton singing and Axel. I saw like everybody was at Nelson Mandela's funeral. I know I saw it, Sharky. 1-800-449-8255. And they're like, no, Sharky, you didn't see that. As a matter of fact, his 43-year-old granddaughter didn't die. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? It's like the Truman Show. It's like, what are you guys doing? Like, is that sunset real? Was that meteor I saw in my dream was that real or is this real? They're like, Sharky, it's like Israel. It's like, it's just subjective. Like, it's up, Sharky, you did all this. You wrote all this. There's only you in the universe, Sharky. Just you and these Hell's Angels. And they're after you, Sharky. But don't worry, because we will indict them over a dozen of them because they're probably Trump Hell's Angels, Sharky. They're not good liberal Hell's Angels. They're like bad. They wear red hats that say MAGA, Trump Hell's Angels, Sharky. So we are going to indict them. Matter of fact, it's not because they're after Mick Jagger. It's just because they're election deniers. And they tried to overturn the California election, Sharky. And I'm like, dude, I don't remember the Hell's Angels trying to overturn like Gavin Newsom or, Prop 8 or California. And they're like, Sharky, you don't remember it because you weren't meant to remember it. It's like her, Sharky. I'm like, oh, yeah. Nelson Mandela, he died. I remember back in 1982. And they're like, no, Sharky, he died in 2019. Don't you remember? I'm like, dude, Angela Lansbury or like Frank Sinatra or like the Manchurian Candidate. I'm confused, you guys. I don't know what I remember. I don't even know if his 43-year-old granddaughter died or like she's like, I died, Sharky. I'm like, are you sure you died? Because I don't know if even Nelson Mandela is dead. She's like, trust me, I'm not even alive, Sharky. It's all a dream, and neither are you. At 1-800-449-8255. And these Hells Angels are like, Sharky, we're not going to chase Mick. We're coming after you. And I'm like, what did I do, Hells Angels? They're like, because you might be friends of Mick, or you might be friends of anyone we don't like, Sharky. And I'm like, well, two can play that game. I'm like, me, Sharkadoodle-Doo, if you mess with me, I've got like angels and demons and things in the universe that'll get you. It don't matter who you are. And it's weird how they all die. It's like you will know Shark by his trail of dead. Because like it seems like everyone who don't like Sharkadoodle-Doo, they end up dead. And even when I don't want them to end up dead, I open up like AOL or the New York Times or the LA Times, and it's like 61-year-old woman dies. She fell off a cliff. And then later I found out it was an enemy of Clark the Shark. And I'm like, okay, good. Now I see why the 61-year-old lady died, because she like used to be my landlord and I didn't like her. She was always bugging me for rent or raising my rent or something at 1-800-449-8255. So I'm like, good. I'm glad she fell 150 feet, like, or like, dude, she took fentanyl or 520,000 fentanyl, or I'm like, good for her. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show, LSU women's basketball coach. She just looks like Biden's wife. That's good enough to get me, Sharky, not liking her. That looks like Biden's wife, or maybe Biden's daughter. That even looks a little like Biden. At 1-800-449-8255, right here on the fabulous Golden Clark the Shark Show from the Golden EIB Sharkerphone, the Wolfman Jack on crack, Clark the Shark. I'm coming to you live, you guys, today, Tuesday, September 26th. I'm getting like a SSDI automatic payment into my bank today. I'm just happy. It's Shark. I'm going to rejoice. I'm going to get all of 250 or 350 bucks. And they're like, Sharky, that's all you get because you're white. At 1-800-449-8255. And I'm like, that ain't fair. You should give me more, like GR, GA or some shit, SDI, SSI. They're like, no, that's all you get, Sharky, because we think you secretly work for Amazon Associates. And I'm like, no, I don't. They banned and deleted my account, and they owe me $60,000. And they're like, you were doing it wrong, Sharky, so we banned and deleted your Amazon Associates account. And nearly 18 million American adults say, dude, I don't even know, but this girl's like depressed about it. She's like, I don't even know, Sharky, but I can't stand it. She's like, 18 million Americans are like, I'm not even going to say it's a family show. She's like, it hurts me, Sharky. It hurts me. I wish they'd stop doing it. And I'm like, I don't even know what it is, lady, what they do to you. But 18 million Americans do it. And this lady's like, I can't take it, Sharky. Quit doing it to me. And I'm like, I don't even know you, lady. At 1-800-449-8255 in the Clark Shark Show, YPR pros are convinced Taylor Swift and Travis are an item. I'm just going to fill in the blanks. They're an item. But don't worry, Travis. You'll only be with Taylor for like 9 weeks, and you'll be gone just like 100 other guys. And all the girls will still be looking up to Taylor Swift. And then we wonder why nobody can make a relationship work, because like Taylor can't make it work at 1-800-449-8255. And then the ones we don't want to work, like Beyonce and Jay-Z, we're like, oh, fuck, oh, shit. Well, that's the one that works. And I'm like, I wish like Jay-Z would just get out of the picture, because me, Clark the Shark, I would like to be with Beyonce, and I don't want Jay-Z with her. At 1-800-449-8255 right here on the Clark the Shark Show. Republicans open probe into Joe Biden's Ukraine, Hunter Biden. Don't worry, Joe Biden is squeaky clean as the driven snow. Him and Hunter Biden didn't take any of those funds and put it into his 2020 campaign. Republicans are like, you don't make sense, Sharky. We're not going to do it from that angle. That's stupid. That's like something Democrats would do at 1-800-449-8255. And I'm like, you guys just don't see the forest through the trees, or the trees through the forest. You just don't see the big picture, Republicans. And they're like, that'll never work, Sharky. We're too busy with like a former White House aide, Cassidy Hutchinson. She says Trump is guilty. Oh, the Democrats finally got a witness, not alleged, not like an unknown source. They got Cassidy. And she's like, Trump was on a phone call to Ukraine. I heard it. And we're like, oh, we finally got the whistleblower. And this guy's like, we finally found out why they impeached Trump. We found the unknown whistleblower. It's her. And I'm like, doesn't matter. Democrats got no whistleblower. They got no evidence. They got no pictures, video. They got no witnesses, and you're still guilty at 1-800-449-8255 on the fabulous Clark the Shark Show, where everybody's guilty. As a matter of fact, this tech CEO is guilty. She's like, I was found dead. I'm like, how the hell did they find you dead if you live with 9 people in Maryland? She's like, because, Sharky, one of them, of the 9 people I live with from El Salvador, killed me. I'm like, yeah, but we can't figure out which one of those 9 people. She's like, Sharky, don't worry. My soul will go on. I'm like, I don't know about that, tech CEO. You might be like a liberal. I don't think their souls are going to go on right here on the Sharky Show. 1-800-449-8255 on the Sharkalama Ding Dong Show. And she's like, everyone's soul will go on, Shark, whether you're liberal, Democrat, or pro-choice. Like me, I will go on forever. In fact, it doesn't even matter if you're alive or dead, or what you are, Sharky, or whether you go on or not. And I'm like, really? Yeah, you're dead. I'm all, you know what? I want to come and join you and be dead too. And she's like, Sharky, you can do it. Don't fear the Reaper. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. People don't fear the Sharky. Do 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 do. Romeo and Juliet. Do do do. And he ran to her. Do do. And they ran to Sharky. Do 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 do. Aww. Do 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 do. Oh, you got it, you guys. Sharkadoodle Doo Show. 1-800